Hey, did y'all hear about this? I'm kind of cranking them out today. Did y'all hear about this story? This brother here, I forget his name. It's not important, but he decided to date outside his race. And, that's fine. That's his prerogative. But what I don't think is cool is when you come out here and you bash and berate other black women because, really, because you couldn't get them. So you had to pedestalize this white female in order to make yourself, in order to justify who you chose as a mate. And that's not cool. Like, don't, even if that's the case, where the women of other races are more attractive to you in your eyes than the woman of your own race that's attracted to you, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, there's brothers out here that don't appeal to black women by and large, but the ones they do appeal to, they don't even like them. But nonetheless, I can understand wanting a woman that wants you and wanting a woman that you actually want. I can understand that. I get that totally. But there's no need to talk about other women because in most cases they weren't checking for you. That's all. That's fine. I think it fills brothers up with a lot of insecurity when they don't get the type black woman they want, but they got white women that are okay with, that are really into them. And I'm kind of safe from that because, all right, it's about looks and behavior. The black female got a look I like, some of them, a look I like, but a behavior I don't like. So you got the look of a black girl and the behaviors of a black girl. We'll do it as far as numbers go. Okay, you got the look of a black girl, that's a +1. But you got the behavior of a black girl, that's a -1. So for a net score of 0. And you take a mixed girl, she's got the look of a black girl, +1. The mannerisms of a white girl, +1. That gives her an overall net rating of +2. You got the white girl. The white girl's got a look of a white girl. That's a -1. Or she doesn't have the look of a black girl, -1. And to be honest, not most, all of the white females that date black men are low class. It's funny, they lived in a trailer park. I saw a news clipping where they showed their neighborhood. It was a trailer park. So you got a non-melanated woman that doesn't look melanated, that's a -1, but she also has the behavior of most black women, -1. So you got a net 0 for black women, a +2 for a mixed girl, in my eyes anyway, and a -2 for a white girl. That's what I'm talking about. Either it's gonna be a mixed chick or it ain't gonna be nobody. It ain't gonna be nobody, really, because I'm telling you, listen, I don't care what the circumstances are, I just ain't. First of all, I think the book in the Bible is I think that the actual book is Deuteronomy, the chapter 7, verse 3. I'm paraphrasing, but it says, you're not to give your daughters to their men, and you're not to take their daughters, if you're a man, basically, anybody outside the 12 tribes of Israel, that kind of thing. So it's written in the text that you shouldn't be dating or committed to them or marrying them. You just shouldn't. You're forbidden to do that. And this brother came out all on Facebook. His digital footprint was about how much he hated black women. One of the posts I saw or comments that he made was he would rather sleep with a dog than sleep with a black woman. But the dog had to be white. He wouldn't even sleep with a black dog. I'm like, oh my God. You just don't let certain things come out your mouth because you can be cursed for that. Back in '95, it was 3 of us. I was working at this pool in the inner city, and it was 3 of us sitting in there talking. It was me, a guy named Ivan, and a guy named Sean. He was talking about women. And Ivan, he just come out and said, I don't like dark-skinned women. And we was talking about something else, and we just went off about it. I didn't pay no mind to it. But then later on, Sean called me to the side and said, "Yo, did you hear what Ivan said about not liking black women? He shouldn't have let nothing like that come out of his mouth." And me, I was 21, and I've always been outspoken. And at the time, I was thinking, I even said it. No, if he really feels that way, why can't he say it? But now I totally understand why Sean said that. You just don't let that shit come out your mouth because you don't want to offend anybody. You just don't want that coming out your mouth. You don't. I know. A big reason why I don't show my face on here is because I don't want people knowing how I really think. That I've said some of the things that I said that I stand by, but I'm not willing to show my face because I don't want you niggers coming after me. I got a nice life. I don't got to worry about this person saw this on Facebook and now your job's in jeopardy. Please. Or this post that you made on Facebook or this video that you made. You can't, no, you can't. I'm untouchable when I don't show my face. And I'm going to continue to be that way. So if anybody's sitting around, and I haven't had nobody make a comment on this about, your credibility is not what you think it is because you're not showing face. Well, I just won't have no credibility then, because I'll be damned if I'm going to show my face to the world and let them know what my views are, and the world ain't looking at me telling me what their views are. I have the power to pretend that I like you if I don't show my face to you. See that? See how that works? But he condemned himself for coming out by saying something like that. I might have said some disparaging things about black women because I didn't had negative experiences with just about all the ones, and from a romantic standpoint. That's why I can say the black women in my family, I truly love them because I don't know them as far as me trying to date and get with them. Now the guys that they might have dated and dealt with in the past, they might would have some negative things to say about them, but I don't share in that same sentiment because I never looked to have that kind of relationship with them. So I can have love for them. And I do have love for the women in my family. But the chick that's at the restaurant that I go to, or I can feel the haughtiness there. And it's because I'm traumatized too. And I don't pedestalize no woman, but I don't pedestalize white women. I don't even pedestalize mixed girls. Even when it comes to being with somebody serious, you got to uplift them. You know how you pick a baby up and you lift up the arms and you go underneath the arms, pick the child up. But you're not supposed to elevate a woman by letting her stand on your shoulders, figuratively speaking. You don't elevate women that way. You elevate them like you pick a baby up and bring it up to your level. But you don't take the woman and put her on your shoulders and have her elevated because she's standing on your shoulders. You don't do that. Nobody can say that I'll come across like that. Like I might have said some things berating about black women. As a matter of fact, that's why my daughter don't fool with me. Because my daughter had access to this channel. I gave it to her way back when I was, I've been all over the place with the content I've been putting out. But at some point I put out content that I was trying to guide her with the content. But she's kept the channel and she's heard some things that I say about black women, and that's why she doesn't feel comfortable around me, really doesn't like me. That's fine. But she can't say that I've put other races of women and said they're so much better than black women. I would never do that because I truly don't believe that. I truly don't believe that. I just believe that our sisters have been indoctrinated with a bunch of bullshit, and men too have fallen short of what their traditional roles are, and that's why they are the way they are. So, but nonetheless, I'm not going to elevate no white chick by putting black women down. I ain't going to do that. I ain't going to elevate no woman. And yeah, that's it. Period. Hey, I forgot to talk about what this woman did. She unalived this man. They lived in a trailer park. I don't know if they were married, but they had kids together, or at least one child. They got into an argument. Her claim as to what happened was she was cleaning out their family gun, which happened to be loaded. I don't know if people clean loaded guns. I don't know if the if that's a safety thing or not. But anyway, she claimed that she was cleaning a loaded gun and the gun went off and killed him. And, he condemned himself by the words he spoke out of his mouth, praising Gentiles and putting down the sisters of Zion. I'm not saying he got what he deserved, but I'm saying the karma came back on him. He got unalived by the woman or the very same people that he pedestalized. And I can't say that, I'm grieving for this brother. Can't say that at all.